The truth is, we all struggle with food. There is no other decision we make on a daily basis that has a more direct effect on our health than what we eat. Growing up, cereal, bologna sandwiches, and Twinkies were my food groups. A friend challenged me to go vegan for 30 days. I made this documentary to answer a few questions I had on veganism as I started my own vegan journey. The two basic questions being, what do vegans eat? And why go vegan in the first place? This short film is part documentary, part food diary, and part personal discovery. There's no denying the fact that veganism is taking the world by storm. Vegan restaurants, eateries, cafes, and food trucks are popping up all over the world, and not just in large metropolitan cities. Options abound in vegan products, from hundreds of meat substitutes to countless varieties of non-dairy milk. From Portland, Oregon, to London, England, to Berlin, Germany, to Mendoza, Argentina, veganism is exploding in popularity among all age groups and for a variety of reasons. Search social media and you'll find tons of groups, recipes, organizations, cooking classes, festivals, events, documentary films, and books devoted to veganism. From music to film to politics to sports, celebrities are adding momentum to the vegan movement. So it begs the question, is veganism a social movement, an eating fad, the food of the future, or all of the above? Veganism is defined as a way of living which seeks to exclude, as much as possible and practical, all forms of exploitation of animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose, while also promoting animal-free alternatives. Vegans strive to minimize harm to all animals, which requires abstention from the consumption and use of animal products such as meat, fish, dairy, eggs, honey, gelatin, lanolin, wool, fur, silk, suede, and leather. Donald Watson is considered the father of modern veganism, coining the term in November of 1944 when he co-founded the Vegan Society in England. However, veganism's early roots and the concept of flesh avoidance can be traced back to ancient Indian and Eastern Mediterranean societies. In ancient Greece, early veganism was referred to as abstinence from beings with a soul. As early as 500 BC, Greek philosopher and mathematician Pythagoras promoted benevolence among all species and followed what could be described as a vegetarian diet. Eastern religions like Hinduism, Jainism, and Buddhism all advocate eschewing animals and animal products in some form because the belief systems centered around nonviolence, believing that humans should not inflict pain on other animals. Other notable vegan-leaning leaders include the Egyptian pharaoh Akhenaten, who banned animal sacrifice because he thought it was sinful to take away any life given by the Aten god. Taoism and Chinese Buddhism in the late 4th century stipulated that their monks and nuns were to eat an egg-free vegetarian diet. Cruelty-free eating is also a strong thread in Rastafarianism. Followers engage in a way of eating known as ital, stemming from the word vital. The diet, encouraging plant-based, unprocessed meals, was developed in the 1930s in Jamaica. Why go vegan? People choose to go vegan for health, environmental, and/or ethical reasons. An increased awareness of animal treatment, a long list of health benefits, and the toll commercial farming takes on the environment are all reasons that people choose to adopt and live a cruelty-free vegan lifestyle. Studies estimate that being vegan can save about 200 animals a year, 1.3 million gallons of water, and 1.5 tons of carbon dioxide emissions. There is no better time to be vegan than now. Plant-based substitutes abound, giving vegans more accessible options than ever before. More than 16 million people in the U.S. eat absolutely no animal products, and that number is growing all the time.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
So I scoured social media and the internet for vegan recipes. I even ventured into an actual bookstore, flipped through a few vegan cookbooks, and came away with a few more ideas. It didn't take too long to sit down and plan my meals for 3 or 4 days to start. I hit the store with my list and I found everything I needed. It was easier than I thought because there are vegan options everywhere for everything. I made stops at 2 different stores, checked off all the items on my list, threw everything in a box, and went home. Unpacking the vegan box with all my new vegan food was very exciting.
The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky.
On day one, I just tried to go light and easy. Very simple, not too complicated on most of these meals. Fresh fruit, vegan yogurt, and granola. Who knew there was vegan yogurt? Like, seriously, vegan yogurt is really, really good. I've never, ever been a fan of veggie burgers. Most of them are tasteless. And these were absolutely amazing I had for lunch. Dinner was again easy. 3 ingredient stir fry. Can't go wrong with that. The goal over the first few days of cooking at home was to keep it fresh, keep it easy, and keep it simple. I seriously got overwhelmed with all the vegan recipes that are out there. Limiting most meals to 3 ingredients helped tremendously. My second goal was to limit my cooking time to under 10 minutes. Most of my ingredients were fresh with the occasional canned or frozen elements mixed in. Planning out my meals 3 or 4 days in advance and knowing specifically what I was going to eat made each day easy to adjust to. Also, making a list of all the fruits and vegetables I already liked and pretty much sticking to them was also very helpful. Going vegan for the animals is the primary reason most people make the change to live a compassionate lifestyle. We kill and eat a lot of animals each year. In just the U.S. alone, 8 billion land animals, mostly chickens, and 100 billion marine animals, mostly fish, are killed for food. On today's factory farms, animals are crammed by the thousands into filthy, windowless sheds and stuffed into wire cages, metal crates, and other torturous devices. The factory farming industry strives to maximize output while minimizing costs, always at the animal's expense. Antibiotics are used to make animals grow faster and to keep them alive in the unsanitary conditions. Most factory farmed animals have been genetically manipulated to grow larger or to produce more milk or eggs than they naturally would. Some chickens grow so unnaturally large that their legs cannot support their outsized bodies, and they suffer from starvation or dehydration when they can't walk to reach food and water. All dairy farming depends on the exploitation of female reproduction and on the destruction of motherhood. Like all mammals, cows only make milk to feed their babies. On dairy farms, including small and humane ones, calves are permanently removed from their mothers within hours of birth so that humans can take the milk intended for them. Male calves are slaughtered for veal and raised for cheap beef. It is estimated that 98% of our harm to animals comes from our food choices. Yet science has demonstrated that humans do not need meat, dairy, or eggs to thrive. Veganism isn't a diet. It's a lifestyle choice. Our society is built on animal exploitation, from clothing to cosmetics to household cleaners. The decision to live a vegan life is an effort to avoid using animals in all areas of life. I am out of food. Day 7, and the vegan box is empty. I went through all of that vegan food. The last couple days weren't as structured in terms of the meals and the recipes, so I just had to throw stuff together. But now I'm completely out of food. I have not had a chance to go to the grocery store, and I have a busy day today, so I'm going to be eating out all day today. Vegan on the run. It's going to be interesting. Breakfast has always been my favorite meal my whole life. Finding breakfast options on the go that are vegan has been challenging. This oatmeal and green smoothie, though, really hit the spot. It's not bad. I wouldn't eat it every day for lunch, but I'm in a hurry. And I have been known in the past to eat at Taco Bell when I wasn't vegan. This is going to stick to my ribs for sure. Don't tell anybody, but I got 2 of these. My hands are a mess. Guacamole all over my hands. It can get a little messy here at Taco Bell. Yeah, I'll have a whole grain Tuscan fresca.
Was that Parmesan or feta cheese?
No cheese and no onions.
Gotcha.
Can I sub shiitake mushrooms?
Absolutely.
And can I have rice noodles? And can I add extra spinach?
Absolutely.
Thank you. I'm over a weekend and getting in the habit of reading ingredients online before I go or before I order is becoming easier to do. I'll have a bowl for here. Brown rice, pinto beans, sofritas. Yes, can I have the mild tomato salsa and some guacamole? No, that one, yes ma'am. And the guacamole. That's it. That's dinner. do apologize. There's a lot of footage of me eating, but I wanted to feature the food, but also let you know that I was eating the food that I was featuring. So I apologize again for all the footage of me eating all of the food. I will be dining in, yes. The potato wedges and a fruit cup. Animal agriculture has an undeniable effect on the environment and planet. According to the World Watch Institute, 51% or more of global greenhouse emissions are caused by animal agriculture. A vegan diet can reduce carbon dioxide emissions by 1.5 tons per year. Chickens, turkeys, pigs, and cows are collectively the largest producers of methane in the United States. The meat, egg, and dairy industries produce 65% of worldwide nitrous oxide emissions. The United Nations advocates a global shift toward a vegan diet as a necessity to combat the worst effects of climate change. It takes an incredible amount of water to grow crops for animals to eat, to keep factory farms clean, and to give animals enough water to drink. A single cow used for milk can drink up to 50 gallons of water per day. It takes 683 gallons of water to produce just 1 gallon of milk. More than 2,400 gallons of water are needed to produce 1 pound of beef. Conversely, producing 1 pound of tofu only requires 244 gallons of water. A vegan diet requires 300 gallons of water per day versus a meat-eating one that requires 4,000 gallons of water per day. By going vegan, one person can save approximately 219,000 gallons of water a year. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, animals on U.S. factory farms produce about 500 million tons of manure each year. This manure is often stored in waste lagoons or gets sprayed over fields. Runoff from factory farms and livestock grazing is one of the leading causes of pollution in our rivers and lakes. Animal waste lagoons emit toxic airborne chemicals that can cause inflammatory, immune, and neurological problems in humans. Using land to grow crops for animals is incredibly inefficient. Raising animals for food uses 30% of the Earth's land mass. In the United States alone, 56 million acres of land are used to grow feed for animals, while only 4 million acres are used to produce plants for humans to eat. Each day, a person who eats a vegan diet saves 1,100 gallons of water, 44 pounds of grain, 30 square foot of forest, 20 pounds of CO2 equivalent, and the life of one animal. I think it's been interesting discovering all the vegan options that are out there. Vegan protein bars, I found some of those. Vegan cookies. Really? Like, okay, easy. So the next 15 days, I think, are going to be fun because I get to figure out now exactly what all my vegan options are. When I go out, what can I eat vegan? You know, what are vegan things that I can substitute for the things I've been used to eating? So it's been great. It's been interesting. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, there are days when you go, hey, I want a hot dog. Okay, where are the vegan hot dogs? That's the next question. Once you have those cravings, then you go, what are my vegan options for my cravings? And I think for me, that's been the thought process that I've had to go through. What am I craving, and how can I make it vegan? Being vegan is not as hard as I thought it was going to be. And I am surprised. Switching to a vegan diet has numerous health benefits, from boosting nutrition, strengthening disease prevention, and a multitude of physical benefits. Well-planned vegan diets provide us with all the nutrients that we need, minus all the saturated fat, cholesterol, and contaminants found in animal flesh, eggs, and dairy products. Scientists have also found that vegans have stronger immune systems than their meat-eating counterparts. Vegetarians and vegans live, on average, 6 to 10 years longer than meat eaters. Plant-based foods provide phytochemicals, which help to prevent and heal the body from cancer, boost protective enzymes, and work with antioxidants in the body. Dairy products and meats contain a large number of saturated fats. By reducing the amount of saturated fats from your diet, you'll improve your health tremendously, especially when it comes to cardiovascular health. Eating vegan also provides many physical benefits as well. Migraine sufferers who go on vegan diets frequently discover relief from their migraines. Reduction in dairy, meat, and eggs is often tied to the alleviation of many allergy symptoms. Several population studies show that a diet without meat leads to lower BMIs, usually an indicator of a healthy weight and lack of fat on the body. Nuts and vitamins A and E from vegetables play a role in healthy skin. When switching to a vegan diet, many women report PMS symptoms becoming less intense or disappearing altogether. The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics states that vegetarians and vegans enjoy a lower risk of death from heart disease, lower blood cholesterol levels, lower blood pressure, lower rates of hypertension, and lower occurrences of type 2 diabetes. A vegan diet has been shown to slow macular degeneration, prevent cataracts, lower body mass indexes, as well as lower overall cancer rates. I'm here to have lunch with my mom's. She's been so busy, it's been hard for her to fit me in, so just sitting here waiting for her like I always am. Where you at, Mom? How you doing today?
Oh, good.
You ready for some lunch?
Ready for a snack.
Your snack, okay. Are you gonna eat vegan with me today or not?
This is the only thing that I want.
All right. Oh, we got it all on camera.
My
You had your first vegan burger.
vegan soy burger.
It was good. Yeah, it was good, right? You survived, right?
Yeah.
All right. Ordinarily, I would get the deep dish, extra cheese, sausage, and pepperoni. This is a thin crust with no cheese, extra sauce, spinach and mushrooms. It's crispy, very crispy. Do I like it? Would I order it again? It's not bad. It's not great for the middle of the road. It's not gonna kill me, but it does satisfy the craving. It would just be really, really cool if I could just eat vegan out all day long and discover new vegan places. So that's what I'm doing. Day 30, the vegan eating out day. I'm gonna drive around the city today and I'm eating vegan all day. I'm stopping at different spots, different restaurants, different joints. Try to find a vegan bakery so I can satisfy this vegan sweet tooth. Wow, it's been a good day. I ate great today. It's the end of day 30. And I have to say, it's not the end, it's the beginning. Did you see everything I ate today? Oh, that food was crazy. The bowl from Sweet Greens, the acai bowl for breakfast, that kale and lettuce and tofu from the Korean place. Cupcake was good too. And I'm probably gonna go home and top it off with some ice cream. But that was day 30. Day 30. And I would love if I could eat like that for the rest of my life every day. I would feel good and I would look good. My body will love me for doing it. So, day 30 in the books. It's very easy for a vegan diet to meet the recommendations for protein. Nearly all vegetables, beans, grains, nuts, and seeds contain some protein. The key, of course, is to eat a varied diet. Almost all foods except for alcohol, sugar, and fats provide some form of protein. According to PETA, the top 10 sources of protein for vegans are black beans, tofu, nuts, tempeh, garbanzo beans, broccoli, quinoa, lentils, potatoes, and mushrooms. How much protein does the average man or woman need on a daily basis? The dietary reference intake is 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, or 0.36 grams per pound. This amounts to 46 grams a day for the average sedentary woman and 56 grams per day for the average sedentary man. These last 6 months have been absolutely great. I feel clean inside, if that makes any sense. Eating vegan is like loving yourself from the inside out. I realize that I have texture cravings, so learning to manage that has helped me immensely. Mostly though, I just try to keep it simple. I make a list of all the fruits and veggies that I like, I go to the store, and I buy those. I've also been more consistent with my juicing, so that helps. I have a few simple recipes that are easy to execute. The key for me has been finding substitutes for the things that I crave so I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. I don't have to give up pizza, I don't have to give up burgers, and I don't have to give up ice cream. It's also been fun finding new places to eat out with vegan options. The choice to be vegan and live a compassionate lifestyle has never been easier. Vegan options abound, and it's easier than you think. The environment, the animals, and your health are worth the effort.
I would do it again.
You would do it
I
again.
would do it again.
And we just might, because they had a great vegan burger at Red Robin.
Okay.
All right, bye. Love you. See you soon. Eat and run. Can I have a hug, please? Bye.
Okay, where you park?
Buy the woman lunch and she don't even give me a hug. I'm over here. Love you. Bye.